Alright guys, well welcome to the show today. We are heading out hunting finally. We're hunting for whitetail deer here in Michigan. It's been a while. I had promised seven shows this year, and I'm afraid to say this is only show number 2. 2 of them got canceled. And today's episode's brought to you by Shelly. I'd like to thank Shelly for letting me go hunting, and because right now is a really busy time of year. There's a lot of shopping to be done, a lot of wrapping presents, a lot of things to do around the house, but we've been lucky enough to have a couple days off in a row, so we got time to go hunting finally. It's not the most optimal hunting weather today, but it is because it's kind of cloudy, so hopefully the video turns out well, but you got to take the days you can get, so we're going to try to do our best. It started to rain on the way out, so we may just throw some of the apples and the chestnuts we've collected over the last couple weeks out and just check the trail cam. When you don't have a lot of time, you kind of got to do a whole bunch of things at once. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to check the trail cam, put some apples out, and like when I say put some apples out, we're going to throw them out all over the place, so hopefully some of them will turn into apple trees. And then hopefully if it's not raining, we'll sit out, but I don't really feel like getting soaking wet. Yeah, it's hard. I work 2 jobs and Shelly works all 5 days a week, and it's hard to find time to go hunting when there's only a couple months out of the year you can go hunt. And with gun season, you can only go hunting for 2 weeks. It's just hard to find time, so just gotta make do with what days you do get. For me, it's still worth just being able to go out and walk around for a couple hours just to see what's out there. I really enjoy checking the trail cam and feeding the animals. And it's also neat to throw the nuts out and see how many trees grow. We've got probably 25 little oak trees growing just from throwing nuts out there. I think the squirrels have helped out pretty good at planting them, and you know, because they like to hoard food, and I think they forget about them quite often. So just neat. It makes a big difference when you help take care of the animals, you know, instead of just shooting them. I have a feeling the neighbors are up too, so our spots are kind of close together, so I feel bad because they drive up from the city to hunt up here, and I feel bad that, you know, we... Alright, well that was pretty close. I ran out of space on the card, so good thing I brought my computer to check the trail cam. Yeah, so far there's this little, what is that, 6-point? So that's a pretty good size 6-point as far as a rat goes. Here's a little better look at them, and that is at 5 o'clock. So it's getting better. Seems like they're moving a little earlier. And this is also promising. This is like a little 4-point, and that is at 7:20 in the morning. So they're starting to move. And so here's a little better look at him. So he's not a shooter, but at least that's a buck. That's 2 bucks in one day. Yeah, and it makes you wonder when you watch these, like, I mean, it's kind of like a movie. I got it so it takes 3 pictures every time it takes a picture, or every time it's triggered. So it's like he's standing there, looking the other way. It looks like he jumps, like something must have snuck up on him. But, I don't know. Here's another buck. That's a little smaller buck. So that's 3 deer in 3 days. There he is again. There he is again at 5 o'clock. So here's another deer. That's at almost 6:30. Here's this goofball little pronger. He's got, there's a 2-point. He's got 1 antler with two little points on it. Here's another, just 1 deer with 1 antler. This side, this one's got the other side. There's one with the right antler and there's one with the left antler. It's kind of weird. There's a good sideways view of it. Well, that's it. I mean, there are a lot of bucks out there, so the next couple years, as long as nobody shoots the little deer, there should be a lot of big deer next year. Alright, so now that we're done with our recon, we know there's some deer out there. We did not see the deer that I really want to get, and I haven't really seen the buck poles either to see if maybe somebody else has got them, but I will try to find a picture on my phone of them so I can show you the big one we're going after. So we're gonna go get ready and we're gonna head out. Maybe wondering what kind of nuts I'm talking about when I'm saying I'm putting nuts out there, but these are chestnuts. So these are little chestnuts. The deer love them. The stores charge a bunch of money for them, and that's why it's good to find them for free and to grow your own trees. Okay, we've made it to our spot. Our spot is not very big, so I've kind of like made this the biggest challenge ever for myself. I've decided to hunt a very small piece of property so I don't disturb my brothers while they're hunting, you know, or shoot a deer in their spot, because you never want to do that to somebody. So I've been putting food plot. I got a food plot right out there through the tall weeds. Right there's a food plot, which is basically just so there's a food source for the deer. Then over there's the trail cam. The trail cam's right here. So that's where all the pictures were taken. So hopefully they'll walk right there. That's my shooting lane, even though there's a stick in the way now. The scent thing is over there. See that white thing? Right there. So hopefully we'll get either a deer right there, right here, or right up here. And for me, I really want to be really close to the deer. Mostly because the only gun I have is this Circuit Judge Taurus. So when you're hunting a small area that's close to two roads, you know, you don't really want to be bringing a cannon and accidentally shooting a car. Plus, the neighbors are usually pretty close, so I don't want to be accidentally hitting something on their property too. But so we're just using a 410, which should be plenty to kill a deer as long as I hit it in the right spot and it's fairly close. So now we're just gonna sit and wait. The coolest thing about sitting right here is typically the deer end up sneaking up on you. Like, I don't know how they do it, but they manage to get pretty close before you even notice them. So yeah, in case you guys didn't see the last video, this is the deer we're going after. It's a pretty big monster for the area, so hopefully we'll have some luck and it'll come back through. It hasn't been through but one time. It was on the 4th of October, so it's pretty big. So it could just be the wind, but I think I hear something crunching through the woods over there. It's a good day for that squirrel. It's making a ridiculous amount of noise. I think it just found the nuts. Like I said, they sneak up on you. I was just fooling around and that car went by and a deer just jumped over there. It's probably on the trail cam though. It was right there by the birch tree. Hopefully it'll come back. Let's see what it was. But yeah, it's just so exciting when they're so close. Hopefully it didn't go too far. With it being cloudy, it's getting dark fast, so we may run out of light and not be able to see what it was.